Warning, this video contains strong language and profanity. May not be suitable for children and sensitive adults. Wah. What is up, my fellow vape heads? B-Man Vapor back again. Hope you all like the new scenery. Move my desk, get a little bit better of a background, put my pictures up, all that good shit. And got the collection sitting behind me. Yeah, it's a small one. It's not that big of a collection as most vape reviewers, but hey, I'm getting started, so you know what I'm saying. But we're gonna be checking out today the Pulse Duel Squonk mod. Now this is a bad son of a bitch right here. It hits harder than a motherfucker. You might remember a year ago, if you even watch my videos or if you're new to this, a year ago I did the review on the OG Squonk Pulse Squonk mod, which was pretty fucking badass. It was unregulated, straight battery power. This one right here is a dual 18650 Squonk mod. Everybody, I guess, was going nuts and wanted a dual 18651. So Tony B was so kind as to have provided us with that. It's a bad motherfucker. Now the design of this is kind of shaped like I don't know if you remember the Rouleau, I think it was. J-Bo's design, but Tony B talked to J-Bo, and J-Bo was like, hey, the Pulse Duel should definitely be that shape. So that's what Tony B did. He made it the shape of the Rouleau, and I must say, it works out quite fucking lovely. Where the Squonk bottle is positioned right here is fucking perfect. You got your fire button right here, so you can Squonk fire. Fucking beautifully, man. Hits like a fucking tank, does the fucking trick. Oh, and also, the RDA that is sitting on here is the Pulse 2 RDA. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with the Pulse 1, well, just the original Pulse RDA, which kind of had a postless deck kind of design, was a real fucking great RDA. But the top cap that went down kind of had these airflow barrels that came in that hit your coils. This is kind of the same kind of principle in here, but he has designed these little they're Delrin airflow rings is what he's designed for this. You get 3 of them in the pack. You get a single coil, and then you get 2 dual coil airflow rings, which is pretty fucking nice, and we'll look more into that in the up and close. But yeah, it's a bad son of a bitch. It goes up to 200 watts. It's got a pretty interesting menu system on here. It's got temp control, your wattage, your bypass. You can set your curve, all that shit it has in here. And it also has a feature to where if you don't want, say you only use wattage and you only use bypass or something like that, you can only have those two set on in here. Like when you go to your menu, or I mean when you scroll through your menu, the only thing that you'll have on there to hit is bypass or wattage. So if you don't use temp control, nichrome, 80, all that fucking shit like I do not, you don't have to have that on here. You can go into the settings and shut that shit off. We'll look more of that in the up and close as well. But just thought I'd point that out. It's pretty fucking nice. This motherfucker right here, ever since I got it, I have not been able to put it down. It is just a fucking delight to use. It only holds 7 mils of juice, which is kind of low for a Squonk mod, but it gets the job done. It's awesome, man. You know, I can sacrifice a mil of juice for a Squonk mod that is as perfection as this one. Just take a quick fucking gander at this beautiful mod right here. Check out that menu system. There's your up and down, your wattage up and down, and then underneath that is your USB port for charging and updating, although I do not suggest charging batteries that are removable in the mod. You know, you can have shorting and overheating and all that type of bullshit. But yeah. As you can see, the battery door down there, it has a couple vent holes underneath. It's just fucking awesomely designed, man. Just fucking awesomely designed. And you can take this panel off right here. That's right there is where your Squonk bottle is. We'll go more into that in the up and close. But But yeah, that's a fucking beaut, man. In here right now, I have got a couple aliens. The norm that I always use, a couple 5-wrap aliens on a 3mm rod. We're ohming out to a 0.14, I believe, on this one. Yep, 0.14. And I'm sitting at 80 watts. Let's fucking rip it. And the flavor, oh my god, man. I am telling you, the flavor off of this fucking RDA right here is top to none. I put this above, I'm sorry to say it, fucking Bogan, I love you, man, but the flavor of this RDA is above the Bonza. It's above the Bonza, it's above the Drop Dead, any of those affordable RDAs, this blows the flavor away. Now, is it better than a Kennedy or something along that line? But it's pretty fucking damn good and up there. Oh, man. You get the fucking, every note of your juice you can taste. Just beautiful, man, beautiful. Now I vape a 6mg nicotine, and you know, some 6mg nicotines you can feel a little bit of the burn, you know, from the nicotine. If I'm tricking and whatnot, I use a 3mg so I don't get that burn. But with this, and how good it is, I can actually trick on this with a 6mg nicotine. Now, I can't fucking hit after hit after hit after hit after hit after hit and go. It's going to start tasting, you know, not tasting like shit, but burning. You know, you're going to start getting that nicotine buildup. But this is just fucking beautiful, man. And the juice I'm vaping on today is some fucking cherry lemonade from Lemon Life e-liquids. It is, as you can see right there, 6mg nicotine. This shit right here is delicious, man. Right there's your warnings for all of you government nuts that need to see that shit. Warning, blah 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 blah, contains nicotine, all that good shit. There you go, right there in your face. But anyway, Lemon Life Cherry Lemonade. If you like lemonade flavors and you like a subtle kind of cherry flavor, this right here is delicious, man. The cherry in it is not medicine-y. It's not overpowering like, you know, like most fucking cherry flavored juices. It's just spot on, man. It's delicious. So enough gloating, enough chit-chatting about this fucking beauty right here. Why don't you say we jump into the up and close and take a look at it. I'll show you the packaging and everything. I'll try to keep this video as short as I can, but there's a lot to this mod and a lot that comes with it. So, you know, I'll try to be as brief as I can with the up and close so we can get back and get you all out of here. But, let's jump down there and have a look at it. What do you say? Oh, fucking Rizite. So here it is. Here is the Pulse Duel Squonk mod. This is the packaging it comes in. Pretty fucking beefy box, I must say, for as small as a Squonk mod as this is. But, you know, as much that comes in this, I can understand why they put it in this big-ass box. Now, it is one of these kind of sleeve things, you know, with the box on the inside and the sleeve on the outside. A lot of companies are doing this nowadays. Anyway, as you can see on the front, shows a picture of the Duel Squonk, Pulse Squonk Duel mod right there. Says it right here on the top, blah, 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 blah. There's the side, a little picture of the front of the mod with the Squonk bottle and all that type shit. And then on this side, this is all your quality control and your scratch and sniff, where you can go online and make sure you didn't get fucked when you bought this. Make sure it is the authentic product. And of course, there's nothing on the bottom or the top. Now here is the back. I don't know if you can even fucking see any of that on this piece of shit computer, but if you can, there you go. You can have a fucking pause and a read if you want to, but that's the shit that comes in the package. So let's fucking crack this bitch open and see what we got. Here's that fucking big-ass box on the inside. It says Vandy Vape right there. And on the back says, to learn more about our products and how to use, please visit vandyvape.com is what all this fucking bullshit is right there. So let's crack this motherfucker open and take a look. One of them fucking tight as a dick hat band fucking boxes again. Set that shit aside. Now there it is. You crack it open and you will be greeted with your fucking Duel Squonk mod. You got your mod here. You got your RDA here. The Pulse 2 RDA. And here's a couple more of those airflow rings that we will get into here in just a moment. So let's pull this bitch out real quick. Set her aside. Let's pull the fucking RDA out real quick. Set her aside. Let's pull these two fucking airflow rings out right quick and set them aside. Now these bitches are not easy to get out of this fucking foam. It does take some fucking fingernailing and fucking prying and pulling and prodding and all that type of shit. Set them bitches aside as well. Set that aside. Down yonder here, you will get fucking, you get a pretty extensive fucking manual as the norm for Vandy Vape. Pretty fucking thick, in every fucking language known to man in here. And then you will get your warranty fucking card that you can fill out, send in, all that type of shit. And that is about it as far as the cards go. And on the side here, you will get a fucking accessory box. This is what got all your little fucking goodies in it. Crack this bitch open. You will get a pack of triple fuse Clapton coils right here. The fucking cheap China-made fucking coils. You can use them if you want to. I don't ever use that fucking shit. And then you get a USB cable for charging and updating, although I do not recommend charging fucking external batteries inside of a mod. Take them out and use a fucking proper charger. And then, get a little fucking accessory bag, get this motherfucker out, and you will get a couple Allen keys. You get old trusty blue in there. You will get a regular 510 pin if you want to use this on another mod. If you don't want to squonk the RDA, you can pop the pin in it. You got a little 510 adapter in there, another fucking couple O-rings, and you do get some grub nuts in there, four grub nuts that are Allen key grub nuts. The screws that are pre-installed are flatheads, and then the extra ones are fucking Allen keys. So let's stuff this shit back in here right fucking quick. Put this bitch in here. Stick it in there all nice and deep like. Fucking put this back here in the fucking box. Stick the damn foam back in the bitch. Put the lid on it. Get it out the fucking way. So here is the fucking star of the show. Here is the Pulse Duel Squonk mod. We'll go over the mod here in a minute. Let's check out the RDA. Pretty fucking nice RDA, I must say. This is the Pulse 2. I do have the original Pulse right here. This is the Pulse 1. And as you can see, there is quite a bit of difference just on the aesthetics of this fucking RDA. The Pulse 2 is a bit taller than the Pulse 1. The Pulse 1 had these barrel holes that directed your airflow right at your coils. It was a fucking great RDA. Now the new one, as I said, is a little bit taller. It's got these grips on the top, which are fucking nice. These indents, I do like that. It gives it fucking great character. It looks fucking beautiful. It does say real subtly on the side there, 2 Pulse, which, you know, Pulse 2 RDA, and the airflow is way different. The ring I have in here right now is the honeycomb airflow. Pop the top off real quick, and as you can see how the airflow is directed right at the coil. Same principle as the original, just a little bit upgraded. And you can swap these out and, you know, and change them as you see fit. But these ones right here, I fucking love this airflow. It's the honeycomb airflow, and we all know if you have used honeycomb airflow, the Bonza has it, a couple other RDAs have it. It smooths the fucking airflow out tremendously, and it just gives it great fucking flavor and all that. And how he has directed the fucking barrels right at the coils, it's a fucking delicious vape. Inside the top cap here, you do have this kind of conical design in here. It is kind of like an indent kind of design. So when you put it together, the edges of this will go, you know, kind of up in it, and then that little cup part will kind of stick down inside here a little bit. Kind of makes it kind of like a dome in there. That way, you know, it's fucking great flavor. But yeah, that's what the inside of the top cap looks. Fucking beautiful machining, everything on this. No spurs, no burrs, no none of that fucking trash. Everything in here is just fucking perfection. Now let's talk about these airflow rings real quick, and then we'll check out the deck. This one right here, like I said, is the honeycomb. And these both right here is for the dual coil. This is the honeycomb, and then this one right here is just two straight, big old slits. And they do direct right at the fucking right at the coils, just like the other one. Pop this one on here real quick. When they're brand new, they are a little bit tight, but they'll break in as time goes. Now, as you can see, they direct the air right at the coils as well, but they are, one wide open slit on both sides. I do like this one. This is for the cloud chasers and whatnot. You want to blow some big clouds. This ring right here is beautiful for that. But I'm all about the flavor, not so much the big clouds. I love big clouds, but they have to taste fucking good as well. And honeycomb fucking makes that beautiful. Now, the other ring, the third ring, is for a single coil. I can't put it on here because I've got dual coils in here right now. But as you can see, they are directed in, pretty fucking deep. That way, if you got a single coil in here, this airflow will fucking go right in, right at your fucking coil and blow your mind. It is a honeycomb airflow as well for the single coil, and that's the only single coil one you can get. I do not know if you can purchase, I know you can purchase these exact airflow rings that I'm showing you now, but I do not know if you can purchase the wide open gap airflow for a single coil. I don't know if you can do that, or if there's any other design rings. I think the only ones there is are the ones that you see here. So let's get those bitches out the way. Pop this back on here, and we'll stick it on here real quick. We'll talk about the mod in just a minute. But let me get this on here and pop this fucking top off, and let's take a look at this deck. Actually, I'll take it back off of here so I can show you a little bit better. Excuse me. As you can see, it is a postless kind of deck situation again, just like the original Pulse. It's kind of, you just drop your coils in and you're good to go kind of thing. But it is a raised up, kind of a floating kind of deck, I would say. And it's got this kind of half pipe kind of look, it kind of swoops in and under. And it works fucking amazing, man. I must say. It just works great. And the juice well on this, I want to say, is 4 to 5 mil deep juice well. But I'm not 100 on that. It might be a little smaller. But it is a deep juice well. Now, when you squonk this, your juice will come up through your bottom pin and right up and hit your coils right underneath. And it saturates your cotton and all that good stuff. You got your ramps underneath. There's a couple ramps underneath your coils, so your excess juice will run off right down into your well, and you'll be good to go. But this deck design is fucking amazing. Works like a dream. So let's pop this bad boy back together real quick. Screw her back on the mod, and we'll talk about this mod right quick. Trying to keep this as short and simple as I can because there is a lot to this mod and this kit, so I'm trying to keep everything as brief as I can. There are, more in-depth reviews out there if you want to, get a little bit more in-depth with it, but I'm going to try to keep it short and simple. On the mod, as you can see right here, it does say Pulse Duel. That is the only writing on the mod. Well, of course, on the bottom, but, nobody's going to see that. Right here it says Pulse Duel, and then on the bottom here you do have a Tony B project manufactured by Vandy Vape. It's got the little quality control symbol. Down here is your battery bay. This is where your batteries will go. I've got a couple pickle ricks in there right now, but the battery door is fucking solid, I must say. This door, it is a little wobbly, and the reason for that being is, so you can, it kind of, if you can see that, when you close it, it kind of sticks up, and then you pop it down. And it's got this, this big old lever right here that holds it in, and you will not have to worry about this popping open on you. It is labeled in white, which I love to see right here. Your positive and negative. It's all, it's labeled white right there, so you can actually see the fucking thing. On most mods, you can't see it, you don't know where the hell it is. And as you can see down in there, you got your positive and your negative, you got the blue and the red in there. So yeah, pretty fucking nice. And throw these batteries in here right fast. And then once you put your batteries in, your menu will pop up just like that. I hope this is coming in. You can even see it on the camera. Camera sucks. But as you can see, it does scroll up in single increments. One increment right there. 81, 82, blah, blah, blah. And then down here you will have your volts right underneath. And then over here is your ohms of your coils. And then down here is your puff counter. And then underneath that is the seconds that you vaped. On the top, it will show your battery, how much juice you have in your battery. It's got 2 of them on there, which I love to see. I hate it when it's one single bar. I love to see, the power of both my batteries if I know they're paired up, good. But anyway, hit that fire button, fire it back up. Now, the menu system is pretty fucking awesome on this. As I was saying before, you can shut things off that you do not need to use. Like, when you click it 1, 2, 3, you see your P right there is flashing. You can click it right there. I've got it set to variable voltage or wattage. It's the only 2 that I use. And then you click it and it goes right in. To get into your menu system, I believe you hold up and the fire button. Nope, that locks it. We'll unlock that bitch. I think you need to hit your fire or your up and down buttons. There you go. Hold your up and down button to get into your settings. Right here is your settings. You can click on that. Now here is all the list of different things that this has. You've got TC, voltage, you got bypass, you got the ST, which is the sleep time. I've got it set to 20 seconds. That's how long it will be until your menu will time out. Underneath that, you got your brightness. I've got it set at 50, so you can go, to 100, 100, which is your brightest, or you can bring it down to 0 if you don't even want to see your menu. But anyway, so you click through all those. Down here is your fire. That is, that right there is the setting to where, when you lock your mod, that way you can fire it, with it locked. With that off, you can't fire it when the buttons are locked. Which I think is pretty fucking nice that he put that on there. I like to be able to fire it, but I don't want to accidentally hit my wattage. And then you got your presets and then your reset button. There we'll put it back to factory settings. So yeah, that's pretty much the menu. Let's see, there was a couple other things in here with the settings. You got your setting. Underneath that is your DIY, which you can go in there and set your curve and all that type of shit. Underneath that is the version of the chipset in here. You can go in there and see the version of your chip. If you update it, of course that will change. And then you got the ID. The ID is the ID of your chip. The other one is trying to remember exactly what the hell the version. That's the version of the mod, I'm assuming. Yeah, it's version 0.0.1. And then under here is the Vandy chip ID number. So yeah, that's pretty much it right there as far as the menu goes. Pretty fucking simple. I love the fact that it is simple and to the point. Whatever you need to know is it's easy. Anybody can figure it out. So that is that. And how your squonk bottle works. It is a 7 ml capacity juice bottle. It's pretty fucking nice how he designed this. He's got it separate from the batteries, which I fucking love seeing that. I don't like juice getting on my batteries and shorting the mod out and all that type of shit. As you can see, your plunger up here on the top. I love how he designed this right here. When you stick your stick your straw up in there. It kind of has a cup, so it kind of cups around the tip of your straw. That way, less chance of leaking and drips and anything like that. Nice fucking designed spot in here, excuse me, for the bottle. It's got a little picture right here for any dumbass that don't know exactly, your straw goes up and in there. If you don't know that, then I feel sorry for you. But anyway, you stick your straw up in there, and then it just slides right in like a beaut. Fucking beautiful. Now, you can get these bottles in pretty much any color that you can think of. They're only about, I think, $2, $3, maybe $4 a piece for these bottles. They're cheap as chips, and you can get any color you want to match your mod if need be. The cover that goes on here, kind of the same kind of principle as the first Pulse mod. You had these kind of frosted panels that went with the OG. Let's see what I'm talking about. Here's the OG Pulse Squonk mod, and these panels right here, came off and all that good stuff. And that's kind of the same principle as this right here. He's went with the frosted design. Now, there is a ton of other designs that you can get for this. You do not have to go with the frosted look. You can go with, a couple other different designs and colors and whatnot. The magnets on here are pretty fucking nice, how he designed that. You got the one on the top and the one on the bottom. They both stick out. And then the only magnets are these two in the middle. These other ones right here are just to go in these grooves, and it holds it on, real well. It fits perfectly. There's no movement, no rattle, nothing to that. It fits and it works well. I was kind of worried about it when I first got it, that, this wouldn't hold on there as well as it does, but it holds beautifully. However, he thought of that design there was just fucking genius. But that's about it. You got a fucking pretty nice rounded off fire button. It feels real comfortable to fire with, when you're holding it like this. It feels perfect on the finger. And it fires every fucking time. No worries. So yeah, that's about it with this. Take one more quick look at it. Check out the aesthetics of this beaut. It's fucking gorgeous, man. And down here is where your USB plug will be, and then, of course, your up and down buttons. Love how these are rounded off buttons. They feel nice as hell. So yeah, that is the Pulse Duel Squonk mod. That is everything it comes in, and that's that. Let's throw some wick in here right quick, and then we'll bring it back up top, and we'll have a vape, and we'll talk about it. So there you have it. There is the Pulse Duel RDA and Squonk mod. And as you can see from the close-ups, man, it is a fucking beaut, man. Everything with this Squonk mod is perfect. It's what I could have asked for, or what I could have wanted from a Squonk mod. I mean, you got the dual battery power and battery life. You've got 200 fucking watts to play with. You can go in your menu and shut, anything off that you do not want to use, and only have a couple things in your menu, settings that you want to use or that you do use. You don't have to have all that bullshit in there that you don't use. It's just a waste of space, waste of, chip space or whatever. But it's just fucking perfect, man. The design, is great, pros all across the fucking board with this, man. From just everything, from the way the Squonk bottle's positioned to where the button is, how quick it fires up. Just everything, man. And I love the fact of how he has designed the battery bay, where the two batteries are separate from your Squonk bottle. That way you don't get juice on your batteries, or, shorting out, or anything along that line. It is just perfect, man. It's perfect. Hits every time. Always performs. Never lets you down. And the Pulse 2 RDA, man, is just, I mean, who would have ever fucking thought of making airflow rings that you can swap in and out? You know, you normally got your airflow is one way, and you dial it, you know, in or out. You either can turn it down or you can, you know, give it more airflow. That's it. With this, you got all the, you know, the airflow ring designs, different designs you can put in here for your airflow, and you can still adjust it, you know, up and down. Fucking, you know, genius, man. Fucking genius. And the way he has designed the deck section on here, you know, that kind of it's kind of a postless floating deck kind of thing where you can clip your leads underneath. I do not suggest clipping your leads underneath when they're already in the deck. You know, I would suggest pre-cutting your leads on your coils before you put them in here, only for the simple fact that, you know, clipping them off inside the deck, you can get shavings in there, you know, you could get a little crumb of wire in there and it'll short the fucking mod out. Just, you know, it's better to just clip them, you know, pre-hand and then put them in there. You know, I'm sure everybody has a coily nowadays, which is, you know, that little tray where you can cut, you know, your leads to where you need them. It measures them out perfectly. You know, I always cut mine, I believe, for this right at a 5, I think. But, yeah, man. I mean, just cut your leads before you put them in there and you won't have no problems. Everything on this is designed beautifully. I even love the aesthetics of that new RDA, the way he designed it. Kind of got these little indents up here, kind of you can get a good fucking grip on it. It's got a locking part on the bottom where you can, you know, you can spin your RDA off if need be. Just perfect, man. The 510 on here is beautiful. It gets a connection every time. Perfect. Just perfect, man. I cannot say enough fucking pros about this. I mean, I could go on and on and on and give you a fucking hour-long video about how many pros I have for this. It's fucking beautiful. Now, cons-wise, there's not many cons I can say for this. You know, just kind of nitpicky shit. You know, some people would say a con with the Squonk bottle. You know, why couldn't he have added an extra mil? You know, made it an 8 mil bottle. You know, well, I can understand why he had to drop it down a mil. I mean, look at this mod. This has got to be the shortest Squonk mod on the market, man. The shortest and one of the most powerfulest Squonk mods on the market. It's just perfect, man. I mean, it fits beautifully in the hand. Your whole hand will cover it up. It's just, you know, I understand why he went with a 7 mil Squonk bottle. But some people might say that's, you know, that's a con. Yeah, man. What else can I say? What else can I say cons-wise? Kind of have fucking brain fart right now. That's really about it. That's the only con I can really think of for this at the moment. Now, some people would say a con is, you know, why couldn't he have made this a 21700 or a 2700? You know, it is the upgraded and new and improved version of the Pulse Squonk mod. It's the Pulse Duel. You know, it should have been 21700. Well, you know, 18650. If he would have made this 21700, this son of a bitch would be huge. It would be fucking huge and bulky in the hand. You know, this, as the size of this is, you can fit it in your pocket. You know, I wouldn't suggest that. You can, you know, you can lock it, but, you know, I wouldn't suggest putting it in your pocket. It's not made, you know, to put in your pocket and be, you know, you can take it out and about with you, but I personally would leave this one at home. You know, make this my, you know, my all-day vape at home. You know, I take my pods out with me or my little dinky mods or whatever. But yeah, man, I mean, as far as cons go, those are the only two cons I can really think of. And they're not really even cons, just kind of nitpicky shit that, you know, most people would say. You know, the Squonk bottle is only 7 mils. The fucking batteries are only 18650. You know, that's about it. That's it. You know, it is a nice, you know, it feels a quality. It's nice and solid. You know, it is made out of zinc alloy. It's just solid. The only real plastic pieces are, you know, the Squonk bottle cover, you know, and the buttons. you know, that's about it. You know, the battery door is solid as fuck. I've never had this battery door come open on me. I've had this mod for quite a few months now, and the battery door is nice and solid. Um, yeah, man, it's just beautiful. Fucking beautiful. Only one other con I would say is with the battery door. You know, it is solid as of right now, but after a year of using it or whatnot, this door might get a little loose. And it is a little loose in there. It has a bit of play, but, you know, that's for, you know, so, you know, you can lock it in real good. You know, it's got a big tray, a big old tray across here that will latch it in so it stays closed on you. But yeah, that's about all I can say, you know, with this. You know, it's a beautiful fucking squonk mod. If you love squonking, this is a mod for you, man. It's powerful. It hits every time. It does the trick. I don't see anybody that loves squonking that would not love this mod. So that's about it for me. Thank you very much for watching, and I want to say a personal thank you to the 43 subscribers that have subscribed so far. Thank you very much. You guys rock, man. Rock the fuck on. And I hope you all like the new scenery, the new background. You know, I'm trying to make these videos a little better as best as I can, you know, with what I have to work with. So thank you very much for watching, you guys, and thanks for subscribing. And if you're new here, you know, if you can give me a subscribe, I would appreciate it. You know, I'm not in this for money, or I'm not in this for anything else, or to be huge or anything like that. I just do this for the fun of it and the love of vaping. And I hope that these videos will help some people get off of the cancer sticks and start fucking vaping, man. So that's all I got for you guys. Thank you very much for watching. It's B-Man Vapor signing out. And you all remember, always keep on vaping.